Dear learners, welcome to MSBT online learning platform, MSBT Lead Learning at your doorstep. I am Mrs. Sonali Sharigar, lecturer in Electronics and Telecommunication Department at Agnel Polytechnic, Navi Mumbai. Unit 5 of subject Microcontroller and Applications of subject code 22426 is Applications of 8051 microcontroller. The unit objective is describe with sketches the procedure to troubleshoot the given microcontroller based system. The learning objective of this presentation is describe with sketches the procedure to troubleshoot the given microcontroller based system. Dear learners, do you know what is troubleshooting? The content of this presentation are Introduction to Troubleshooting, General Troubleshooting Procedure, Troubleshooting of Microcontroller Based Applications. This is a concept map. Whenever you need to troubleshoot any application or any electronic circuit, the first thing is you need to observe the symptoms. Once the symptoms are observed, you need to locate the fault, and after locating fault, we have to correct the fault. So let me introduce you to troubleshooting. So what is troubleshooting? Troubleshooting is a technique used to trace out, identify and fix the most common problems that occur in an electronic circuit, resulting in its malfunctioning or resulting in the circuit not working at all. So what are the basics of troubleshooting? First thing is look for the obvious faults which generally come. If there are no obvious faults, measure the power supply voltage. Check the power supply voltage. If the power supply voltage is as per the rating of the power supply, then there is where you can just stop, troubleshoot it and go on further. But if it is not the correct value, don't go any further until you find out why. Now use the symptoms whenever possible to zero in on the section at a fault. So whatever symptoms we generally find or generally we get to see for a particular fault, so use those symptoms whenever you want to actually find out in which section the fault lies. If the symptoms do not help you or do not get you to the trouble region, then use a signal tracing or signal injection method. Assume that you are able to zero in on a section of fault using the symptoms. So once you have zeroed in on troubled circuit or a section of area, section of circuit or section of system which is causing fault, then locate the defective components. Make the efficient use of troubleshooting and testing equipments available in the laboratories. You may use the CROs, the logic analyzers, the tracing probes, etc. Digital and microprocessor circuits require special equipment and a few special techniques. When the defective component is located, just replace it. So these are the basics of troubleshooting. Now let us understand general troubleshooting procedure with the help of steps to troubleshoot the electronic circuit. So step number 1 is confirm the problem in the circuit. What is the problem? Just trace out every part of the circuit and just confirm first what is the problem in the circuit. Perform a visual inspection. Look in the every part of the circuit, every section of the circuit. Then power up the circuit. Turn on the power to the circuit. Check the power supply block first, whether the power supply block is giving you rated output voltage, output current required for the whole circuit. Then check the individual components of every section. Check the main controller. For example, if it's a microcontroller based circuit system or for example microprocessor based system, check the main processor and main controller. Then check the loads, the output devices which have been connected to it. Are they the rated output connected? Whether the proper rated current or voltage is being provided to the given loads. Check the loads also. So these are the general steps you need to follow to troubleshoot an electronic circuit. Now to troubleshoot a microcontroller based application, the first symptom we look for is the microcontroller board, whether the microcontroller board is responding properly or not. So the symptom we look for troubleshooting a microcontroller based application or a system is whether there is a response from microcontroller board. And if you find that there is no response from microcontroller board, what could be the possible causes? First cause can be no power. That means power supply block is not supplying the required voltage or current to the microcontroller board. So what do you do for checking this or troubleshooting this particular fault? Check the 5-volt power supply first. Then the next cause can be CPU not running. That means the microprocessor or the microcontroller chip not running. So to check if it is running or not running, you need to check the reset circuit and the crystal oscillator. By using CRO, you can just check whether crystal oscillator is generating a square wave of proper frequency for what the microcontroller system is designed. Check the reset circuit of the microcontroller based system. The next cause can be unresponsive code in the flash ROM. That means no doubt we found that power supply is working properly, the CPU is getting proper clock signal, it is getting a proper reset circuit. So next thing you check is whether the code is getting executed properly. So it may happen that the code in the memory, in the program memory you have stored is unresponsive. So what do you do? Just erase the flash ROM and again reprogram it. Or the possible cause, if everything goes well, and then the possible cause could be damaged chip, the IC itself is damaged one. Simply replace the damaged IC and then start over again. So this is an important troubleshooting step to troubleshoot a microcontroller based application. So learners, please attempt MCQ set 2 and thank you.